March the 12th, and this is the London Review. Hi guys, Robert Rivera here with the Rivera Trading Group in association with Trading Academy. And it's been an interesting week. Actually, March has been pretty amazing. GBPUSD, which is the main one that I like to look at, reached all-time highs, right? And we've been watching it retrace ever since, dropping. And there's been several instances of trying to employ different strategies, right, on how to better take profit of it. You know, we've had fake outs that we've made money with. We've had breakouts that we've made money with. We've had retracement. We have pullbacks. We have Fibonacci moments. You know, we've had a lot of things going on to try to take advantage of what's going on with the price on GBPUSD. But ultimately, the bottom line, as we look at the bigger picture, is that having reached the highs that it did, it's natural for it to retrace. It's still bullish, but it's natural that it still is retracing. And so last night I sent out a setup that looked pretty simple, and it turned out to be as simple as it looked, but it doesn't always work out this way. Let's look to see what happened last night.
So this is the setup as we had it last night, as I sent it last night. And we noticed the trend line that is coming all the way from the bottom. I believe that's an hour trend line. And then I considered putting another trend line from where it touched right there on the last touch of the trend line as it climbed all the way up, because again, that's the last touch. But I did notice the 50 moving average coming in really strong, and I figured, well, we'll just use the 50 moving average as if it was a trend line. Okay, so basically, given that evening star that we have right there, right at the very top of these resistance line, and it coming down and it giving that little pullback already, right? I mean, it settled a little bit, price settled a little bit right there in the middle. One, two, three, four candles, and looked like perhaps it was going up. Well, if it's going to go up, this is a moment for it to go up. If it doesn't go up from here, then this is just simply a pullback to then drop again. All right. So now I'm becoming a little sell bias and waiting to see. Also on the heat wave, GBP was like at 3 or something like that, and USD was getting stronger. It went 7, it went 8, it went all the way up to 9. And so when I saw that it was already at 8 or something, it was imminent that it was going to break out. And let's see what happened. These are the results from last night. As you can tell, once it broke, once it broke support, and it broke it right at the 50 and never looked back. Okay, it dropped for 104 pips. It just dropped forever. It was a beautiful, beautiful drop. Very easy, very consistent. I mean, it had a little bit of retracement there with that green candle. It had a little bit of retracement, basically coming back to touch what turns out to be the S1 of the pivot, and then it broke the trend line and retested the trend line, and then dropped even further for 104 pips. Very easy take. Of all the trades that I've seen for quite a long time on a Friday, this had to have been the easiest one. Okay, basically you had a fake out at the top at 8 p.m. candle. That 8 p.m. candle didn't really provide us an opportunity because it's not really a time for me to enter the market. But for those of you who were ready during the Asia, you could have taken advantage of that fake out right there as it attempted to break out to the top, reject it, comes back inside. That is once you get that red candle right after the other candle, right after the green candle from the attempted breakout. That's a go for a sell right there. Had I seen it before, I would have been able to take advantage of that. But not having seen that, not being able to take advantage of that, then I have to wait for the next move. And the next move was after it broke the 50 moving average, and it kept going and going and going. Okay, let's look at the numbers. These are the numbers from last night, and as you can tell, I took two positions from the GBP USD as it was breaking the 50 moving average. I also entered a sell on gold as I've noticed the relationship between GBP USD and gold. They run very similar. They act very much the same, and actually, gold works as a confirmation for me that GBP USD is dropping. When gold is dropping, GBP USD will soon follow. And it was already moving on the gold. And so I went ahead and entered a position on gold as it started to come down. And then when I noticed that the break of the 50 moving average was holding, I went ahead and entered another GBP USD sell for the numbers that you see here, which worked out pretty nicely. And I went to bed. I mean, obviously, the profit could have been a whole lot more if I had held through the night. But as I mentioned before, I like to get in, get out, go to sleep, and not have to be thinking about the fact that I have a trade running while I am resting. Again, this took all of, I can't remember, 7 minutes or something like that, 7, 8 minutes from the moment that I entered, and we were done. Again, I'd rather take this amount of money in 7 minutes and go to sleep than wait or stay up or hold on for hours and hours and hours and hours. Because it did take, I mean, it did go for 100 pips, which is a lot, okay? And it is something worth to consider to hold for, or maybe a smaller position to hold for it. My psychology is not at the point yet where I'm willing to hold even a small position for that long. I'd rather just go ahead and close it and go to sleep.
Welcome back. So as you can tell, it was a rather easy sell last night. I know that retest traders were probably stuck waiting for the retest to come, and it never did come to the zone. It did come to the S1. It came also to the trend line, and perhaps it could have caught some right there on the continuation down. But I also know that that's difficult to do once it has moved quite so much. On a personal level, I've had a kind of rough week physically. Have some challenges this week, not feeling very good, and it's an amazing feeling to know that your finances are taken care of by having acquired a skill that can provide for your family if you can't work. Okay, in this case, I wanted to give a shout out to Jay Wayne from Team Take Profits and also from Trend Trading Academy for taking the time to teach me, to mold me, to give me the opportunity also to teach at TTA, because it has helped me become a better trader and it's given me a life skill that will take care of our family for a very long time. Okay. Again, this is Robert Rivera with Trend Trading Academy and the Rivera Trading Group. And I hope that you guys got value from this video. And if you have any questions or anything like that, any concerns, or if you have anything that you would like me to review in these videos, go ahead and leave a comment. And also please subscribe and give us a like also, so that we can continue providing this value to you and continue giving you better videos. And again, if you have any comments or any suggestions of what you would like to see, do not hesitate to leave me a message. Again, God bless you.